Well, version 5.6 of Genshin Impact is looking surprisingly stacked, so in this video, we will talk about everything we know so far, like a Mondstadt Archon Quest and weekly boss, the confirmed lineup and reruns for version 5.6. We'll also dive deep into the new characters, confirmed kits, and more, so stick around until the end to make sure you know everything that was leaked so far. Before we go deeper into this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video with your friends to motivate us to create more useful content for you. And tell us down below in the comments which character you want most out of this upcoming lineup. Alright, without wasting any more time, let's get to it. First, we're going to talk about the 5.6 confirmed lineup from a very reliable and trusted leaker, HomDGCat. He is known for his accurate leaks. The first new 5-star character is the Fontaine chef, previously known as Akkefi. But now we know her actual real name. Her name is Escoffier. Escoffier is a Cryo support polearm user from Fontaine. She uses a spear with her tail in a 3-hit combo. Her elemental skill has 2 modes. Tapping it triggers a coordinated off-field attack, while holding it summons a pot that absorbs elements and, when charged, creates food like the parametric transformer with a weekly collection limit. Now, let's talk about her Q ability. Her burst deals AoE cryo damage and heals the team based on her ATK. She is thought to be limited to cryo and hydro elements. Her passive talent reduces 55% cryo and hydro resistance when her teammates are exclusively of the cryo and hydro elements. Her weapon scales off critical damage up to 66.2% and attack up to 608. Now for the next new character, Aoife. Aoife is a 4-star Anemo support catalyst user from Natlan. His weapon is actually a revolver, which he uses in his normal attacks, elemental skill, and elemental burst, shooting Anemo bullets. His elemental skill activates Night Soul's blessing, making Aoife hover. During this state, normal attacks become supportive shooting. Tapping fires a medicinal bullet that deals Anemo damage and heals based on elemental mastery. Holding continuously fires medicinal bullets, dealing damage and providing healing. While in Night Soul's blessing, holding the skill also allows Aoife to perform a plunging Night Soul attack. Releasing the hold stops the attack, while landing ends the state, which seems pretty fun. As for his burst ability, it launches a therapeutic field sedative that explodes on impact, creating a binding wind field that pulls in nearby enemies and items while dealing AoE Anemo damage. If it hits enemies affected by Hydro, Pyro, Cryo, or Electro, it applies a calm mark that explodes after a short time, dealing AoE damage of the corresponding element. Up to 4 enemies can have the calm mark, but they cannot be affected by multiple elemental marks simultaneously. And it is worth mentioning that Aoife has a pet companion, just like Kinich, which helps him in combat. Alright, now some might ask, what about the reruns? The first rerun, which is surprisingly early this time around, is Raiden Shogun. She had a rerun in 5.0, and yes, in 5.6, she is getting another one based on leaks. She is a great support character that helps the team regenerate a lot of energy for their Q abilities. She also does a decent amount of damage with her burst ability, so if you missed her in version 5.0 and want to get her, this is your chance. Another rerun is Kinich, a great Dendro DPS unit that works very well with Pyro characters, utilizing the burning reaction to increase his Dendro damage. He is a Claymore user and can be very useful and fun for exploration and even in combat. He has a grapple that can help you reach high places. The next and final rerun in this version is Navia. Navia is a great Geo DPS Claymore user who deals a good amount of damage with her elemental skill ability. She can pretty much work with any team, but she's better off with a full Geo team alongside an ATK buffer like Bennett or even Ian-san. Okay, that's all for the banners. Let's move on to the next news about the new Mondstadt content and Archon Quest, which we haven't had in a very long time, and it is a breath of fresh air. This is also the very first time we get a Mondstadt weekly boss since the game was released back in 2020. Let's go over these things one by one, starting with the Archon Quest. Based on what we know so far, the Archon Quest will be about Durin, the Dragon Spine Dragon. Also, the characters appearing in this quest are Mini Durin, Albedo, Jean, Alice, and finally Barbaloth. So, what do you think? Are we finally going to see Alice? Let us know in the comments down below. Let's now move on to the Mondstadt weekly boss. This new weekly boss will be a chessboard. In the first phase, you'll have to defeat 2 pieces. In the second phase of the fight, you'll have to defeat the king and the queen. Here's the catch though, they must be defeated at the same time. If you defeat one and leave the other one alive, the one that's been defeated will be revived after some time. The location of this weekly boss has been confirmed to be in Mondstadt. Another thing to add is that we will meet Dahlia, the Mondstadt deacon. He is confirmed to be a sword user. Now let's talk about what to expect in version 6X. Leakers have confirmed that Durin, the Dragonspine dragon, will be playable in one of the 6X patches, but he is rumored to have a short male model, just like Venti's. Some people believe he is Dahlia, but a leaker confirmed that he is, in fact, not Dahlia. That's all the information available about him for now. In version 5.6, we will also be getting a small map expansion for Natlan. It appears to be the rest of the 5.5 map expansion, and this is likely the last map expansion we will see for the Natlan region. Another great feature that will be added to version 5.6 is increased rewards for the Imaginarium Theater. Once completed, we should also be able to claim, alongside Primogems, Fragile Resin, Artifact EXP, and a Sanctifying Elixir in addition. Honestly, I expected more Primogems from completing the theater, but that's okay. And that's a wrap on everything we know so far about Genshin Impact version 5.6. This update is shaping up to be one of the most exciting ones yet, with 2 brand new characters, long-awaited reruns, and, for the first time in years, new Mondstadt content, including an Archon Quest and a weekly boss fight. Escoffier is bringing unique Cryo support mechanics, while Aoife's Revolver gameplay looks like a fun and fresh take on Anemo supports. Plus, with Raiden Shogun, Kinuich, and Navia returning, there's something for everyone, whether you need a strong support and great Dendro DPS or a versatile Geo powerhouse. But the real question is, what are you most excited for? Are you hyped about the new Mondstadt Archon Quest and the possibility of finally seeing Alice? Will you be pulling for Escoffier or Aoife, or are you saving up for one of the reruns? And how do you feel about the new weekly boss mechanics? Do you think the chessboard fight will be a challenge? Or do you think it's going to be easy to clear? And what do you think about Durin's character model? Do you want him to be a short boy or a tall male model? Tell us in the comments section below. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'll be reading and replying to as many as possible. And before you go, make sure to like the video if you found this breakdown helpful, subscribe to the channel for more Genshin updates and leaks, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest news. Your support helps us keep making content like this, and we truly appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for watching, and as always, good luck with your pulls, and I'll see you in the next one.